GTA 5ers, MCnDaHouse here. We're just a few days after the 1.12 patch, and we've already got another unlimited money glitch. To do this, you want to start out by buying a new Karin Rebel. If you've already got one, you still have to buy it. You can just replace it with this one. You want to start with the fresh one. So you'll buy that and you'll wait for it to be delivered. It'll take a couple of minutes for it to be delivered. I don't know why it's so slow, but we waited so long. I think it was about 2 or 3 minutes that actually the sun came out. And you can see it's the same scene because there's that other one sitting on the sidewalk. Anyway, you go in and get your Karin Rebel. And don't worry, I will post these steps in the description, and we'll go over this twice just to make sure that you've got this down pat. It seems rather complicated, but it's really not that bad. You will need 2 people to do this, so you're going to drive your Karin Rebel out and have your friend get in. And on this one it's going to be Purdue XF, which he's going to come flying up here in a minute in a gold Charger, or Buffalo as they call it in the game. Then we'll drive on over to Los Santos Customs. Now I need to cut the radio off so I don't get a copyright violation probably, but hey, we'll just let it roll. So go to Los Santos Customs, and you don't want to drive all the way in. You want to pull up to the door and place 2 wheels just inside the door. This is similar to some of the older money glitches, but we're not going to do the exact same thing. See, I turned the music off finally. So pull up, you want 2 wheels just inside the door. Once you've done that, call your mechanic, or as my friend likes to call it, the mechanic. But bring up your phone and call the mechanic. And it doesn't have to be that precise in the wheels. I made a lot of effort just to get it in there in the right place, but just as long as the 2 wheels are past the seal of the door. Call your mechanic and don't select the car, but just let the menu come up.
You're through to your garage.
Once you see that, just drive on in. Don't press the A button to select the car. Get out and tell your friend to stay in the car and don't do anything. And then once you get out and start walking, you can press B or whatever the button is on the PlayStation 3 to close that menu. And you want to go back to your apartment and get the car that you want to sell. Now, if you sell a supercar like an adder or something, it'll do better. And I just grabbed this car to get back to the apartment quicker. An adder or a supercar that you bought will sell for close to full price, whatever the used price is. I know an adder is like $1 million and it will sell for like 600,000 or so. But all my cars, the supercars I've got, I brought in from single player. So they won't sell. They'll pretty much sell for a little bit above what I've got in them so far as the upgrades. But for this instance, I'm going to grab my Jester. And meanwhile, your friend should still be in Los Santos Customs sitting in the Karin Rebel, not doing anything. You go grab a car that you want to sell and drive it back over there. Like I said, this Jester I brought it in from single player. Same thing with my not Infernus, but Entity. I think the only car I didn't was the Turismo. We will show you how this works. Basically, pull up and do the same thing. You want to put the 2 wheels just inside the door. Call your mechanic. And I'm sorry I'm a little bit hoarse. This allergies is getting to me today. So call your mechanic. Or as a little stick figure says, your mechanic.
You calling for some wheels?
As soon as you see the menu, drive in. Just go and park anywhere pretty much. I just parked beside the Karin Rebel. And you want to walk around to the driver door. And you're going to yank the guy out of there. So how you do that is just walk to the door and hold in the Y button, or I guess it's the triangle on PS3. And he'll yank the guy out and throw him down. Okay, so now you just sit in the car. Have your friend run outside the door. And you'll see you have a duplicate of your car sitting outside. If you see on the mini map, it's on the street around the corner. So your friend's going to run around there and grab the car, and you want him to drive it a block or two away, you know, pretty much move it a good distance. Not real far, just maybe a block or so. You just want to get it out of that location. And then he needs to get out of the car. So he'll stop it, get out of the car, he'll tell you when he's out, and then you can press A to have your Karin Rebel delivered. So wait for him to get out of the car, and then press A. And it'll take him a good couple of minutes just to run around the building and then drive it away. So you have to be patient with this. And we're just sitting here waiting, killing time. I didn't edit a lot out of this because I wanted to see wanted you to see how the exact process worked. Yeah, I should have turned the sound on so that you could hear my friend say when he was out, but I'll just clue you in.
I'll get there as soon as I
Okay,
can.
he has gotten out, so I pressed A to call for the Karin Rebel. So I get out of this vehicle, and I'm going to go over to the other one, and that one's going to disappear. So you get inside your original car that you want to sell, and it'll give you the option to press right on the D-pad to sell it. So we'll simply go sell it. It's pretty straightforward at this point. Okay, so we've sold our car, got $147,000 for it. Next thing you do is just get your Karin Rebel, which should be outside around the corner, and just drive back to your apartment and repeat the process. Lather, rinse, repeat. And you don't even have to get the Karin Rebel, actually, and I'm going the wrong way like an idiot. It's parked on the other end. But if you use it to drive back, do not drive it into your garage. And actually, you can just leave it where it is and get another car and go back and repeat the process, because it's going to disappear eventually, or you won't. It may stay there for a bit. You won't be able to access it after you start the process over again and get another Karin Rebel. But you will need to get another Karin Rebel to do the process again. So we're going to drive back, and I'll show you that the car, just like the other glitches, the original car is still in there. Now you'll see that there is a duplicated one, but you can no longer access it. And it'll end up disappearing once I get in the garage.
I ain't got time for this shit.
I ain't got time for this shit either, man. I'm trying to do a glitch. Did you hear that guy? I ain't got time for this shit. Purdue XF is beating up the old car. Alright, see, there's our Jester, and back good as new. We have sold it and we still have it. We can lather, rinse, repeat the process. I'll drive out just to show you that the old car has disappeared. And then we'll run through this again real quick to make sure you're comfortable with the process. And see, the car is gone. I just ran over my buddy. Alright, let's run through this again real quick. You get a new Karin Rebel regardless of whether you've got one or not. This time Willie or Quill is going to help me out with the glitch. And you get your friend to ride with you to Los Santos Customs. And I'll try to cut out a little bit of this stuff. I just want to go through it again to make sure you've got it down pat. And like I said, I will put this in the description step by step as to what you have to do. Alright, we're going to pull up to the door again, let it open. We're going to put 2 front wheels in, and then we're going to call the mechanic. Let the mechanic answer, and don't do anything so far as selecting the vehicle, and drive right on in. Get out and have your friend sit there. Don't move a muscle. You can close the menu
Get back to it then.
by pressing B, or I think it's circle on the PlayStation, and then we're going to go back and get our car that we want to sell. And this time we're going to do the Turismo. And I got a bounty because I stole a car on the way back. I'm going to sell my Turismo this time. I did buy this car if I remember right. It was $500,000. You don't get the full amount when you sell a car back. Like if you sell an adder, you'll probably get $600,000. This one, for some reason, normally when I sell it on the old glitch, I was getting $127,000. This time I get $140,000. So the amount you'll get per car will vary. You just have to try different car seats, which ones gives you the most when you sell it. And again, it's the same process. You pull up, put your wheels inside the door, call a mechanic, let him answer, then drive in.
What you need, boss? Some wheels?
But the beauty of this, you can just do this over and over and over without waiting the 48, 45 minutes, whatever it is. I wouldn't abuse this too much because you get too much money too quick. They're going to probably reset you or ban you. So use this wisely. So you go up, you hold in Y or the triangle on PlayStation, and it'll yank him out. Have your friend exit the garage while you sit there and go find your duplicated car. And then he should just drive it away a block or two, and then you will you don't even actually have to stay in your Karin Rebel, but once he tells you he's driven it away and he's gotten out of the vehicle, press A to select the Karin Rebel, then go back and get in your vehicle, press right on the D-pad, and then you'll be able to sell it. And you'll see in this case I got 140 grand or so for it. And then you're done. Just keep doing it over and over and over. As long as you got a friend to help you. And we'll go back and get the Karin Rebel. We'll head back and I'll show you the car. I still have the Turismo. If you have any questions, be sure to leave me a comment. I'd appreciate it if you leave a like on the video. And we'll let you see the cars in there. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. You got a friend to help. Hopefully we'll come up with a single player version just to make it a lot easier. Alright, there's my Turismo. That's all we got for you today. Stay tuned for more from the Duke Squad.